I don't think anyone envisioned when the organization traded for Odell 3 years ago, that this would really be the resolution. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, there are just some situations in the NFL where things just don't quite work out. That being said, I do want to say that Odell, he's a good person who really brought a special energy in the building. Developed a lot of really strong relationships with teammates, staff members, coaches, and we really do want all parties to kind of emerge from this successfully. But that being said, there are times in with business partnerships where things don't just work out, and that's where we are today. Those decisions are incredibly difficult, but at the end of the day, it's a decision that I felt was appropriate for our team. So,
would you guys have been better off trading him before the deadline as opposed to cutting him like you are now?
Yeah, to be honest, Scott, I don't know that this really isn't about a video. It is about really a series of discussions. Really, certainly over the last week, but even spanning back longer than that. And at times I do think that there is a, whether you want to call it a level of frustration that exists that just really makes it difficult to have a productive reconciliation or reintroduction.
Are you concerned about that being divisive and people taking Odell's side or being on Baker's side, stuff like that?
Daryl, I think we have a strong locker room full of a number of professionals, and I know that their focus is on beating the Cincinnati Bengals this Sunday. Speaking realistically, any decision like this, the reality of it is you're not necessarily going to get consensus anywhere. Really, in the passing game in this system, it's designed to get the mismatch. And I think we have a number of skilled pass catchers, and from week to week to week, that can be a different player. I think the other element of it is, I do think our coaching staff was very focused on getting Odell involved. I think if you look at it, first 8 weeks of the season, he was our most targeted pass catcher, and he did it in two fewer games. Now, that being said, being critical of ourselves, I think Kevin mentioned earlier in the week that hey, there were moments where he thought he could have done a better job of exploiting Odell's talents, but at the end of the day, he was a big part of it, and it may not have been as smooth as we all would have liked at certain points, but I think the notion that he was ignored or anything along those lines certainly wasn't the case.
Over your tenure